Glycolic acid has drastically transformed my skin. I started really getting into skincare around 2014 when I was 31. Prior to that, I did not wear sunscreen or do any skin treatments. I believe my skin looked a lot worse when I was in my 20s than it does now, and I'm almost 39. Glycolic acid is remarkable because it's been proven to help with numerous skin conditions, from acne to acne scars, melasma, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, sun damage, and photoaging. I'm going to share a few key points from several publications and studies. A study was conducted on patients dealing with acne, and they were treated with 35% glycolic acid and 50% glycolic acid peels once every 3 weeks for a total of 10 weeks. There was a significant resolution of their acne and pustules. The skin texture improved and follicular pore size was reduced. Most of the patients were found to have brighter and lighter looking skin. Apparently, reduction in pore size or appearance is possible. Consistent and repetitive treatment with glycolic acid was needed for the apparent improvement of acne scars and cystic lesions. Numerous studies have revealed a complete resolution of hyperpigmentation after 6 to 8 peel treatments. The treatment studied involved 35% glycolic acid, the use of sunscreen daily, and priming the skin 3 weeks prior to each peel by using a low-strength tretinoin and stopping it 1 week before doing the peel. For photodamage, wrinkles, and aging skin, studies have shown significant improvements, decreases in rough texture and fine wrinkling. Some studies have shown an increase in collagen thickness in the dermis as well. The amazing thing to me about glycolic peels is that you can have both instant gratification, instant results, where you will feel your skin is like the smoothest it's ever been. It helps to regulate and balance the oils in your skin. For me, I have very, very dry skin, and it doesn't cause me irritation. It helps me absorb products so much better. My skin, no one would ever know that I had dry skin after doing a peel like this, and it helps keep my skin balanced and able to retain moisture and look a lot more plump and youthful and just so much better than normal. So for me, it gives me instant results, and then it's also working in my skin over the long term and giving me long-term results. In these photos, I was 26, living in Las Vegas, and swimming at least 5 times a week. I wore a hat at times, but that was the extent of my sun protection. I didn't notice or care at the time, but I started to develop lines on my forehead and pretty prominent lines around my eyes, texture on my skin, sunspots, and sun damage. In 2014, I started doing glycolic peels. I started out with a 10% product, worked my way up to 20%, and then higher from there over time. Within 6 months, I noticed pretty significant changes in my skin tone, texture, pore size, and the lines around my eyes. Some of the products I used were combination products that contained other acids as well, such as lactic and mandelic acid. Here are photos I took back then to document changes in my skin. Please keep in mind that back then I didn't have a very good camera, and I was totally unaware of the importance of having the same lighting. So the differences in lighting will impact how it looks and what you're seeing, but I really tried my best to take the most similar photos possible. I just really wasn't good at it back then. I wanted to share my personal experiences over the years so that you know where I'm coming from. I'm a self-experimenter and a biohacker. I really like to document my experiences to see what is truly effective and what is not, and then share them with you. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I do glycolic peels at home and give you a demonstration. I'll also share a little of the science behind the effectiveness of glycolic acid. The reason my photos stop at 2019 is because that's when I started to do other skincare treatments as well, like microneedling, and my dedicated experiment pretty much came to an end. I still use glycolic acid quite a lot. If you want to see the results I've had since 2019 until now by incorporating other really powerful skincare treatments into my routine, I'm going to link to some videos down below. In all my videos, I try to share before and after photos whenever that's possible. Glycolic acid is a type of alpha-hydroxy acid, or AHA, and it's derived from sugarcane. It can be found in numerous types of products. If you haven't tried it yet, it's best to start out low and work your way up to a higher percentage. For example, the brand Good Molecule sells an overnight treatment serum, and it has less than 10% glycolic acid in it. I believe it's only $6, and it is the perfect product to start out with if you are totally new to the ingredient. Platinum Skincare also sells regular glycolic peels, and they're different percentages or strength, so you could start there as well. They also sell a 15% multi-acid leave-on treatment, and that's another great option. Most people are totally fine starting out with a 10 or 20% glycolic acid. Just the word peel in general makes you think that your skin is going to be peeling off in sheets, because a lot of us have seen those scary videos. I've made some of those scary videos myself, and those are in regards to doing stuff like TCA peels. That does cause excessive peeling, and it requires downtime and all of that stuff. You got to be really, really careful. This is completely different. This is a lot safer to do this at home, especially if you start with a lower strength. I think it's very safe. You just follow the directions, apply it to your face, and you're done, and you have some results. I'm going to give you some tips about how to get the best results from doing these peels. But first, I need to go wash my face. So I'm going to use this right here. This is the Good Molecules Rose Water Gel Cleanser. I really like this one. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to apply the peel for you guys and take you through the process with me. So I just washed my face and then I used a toner on it. So it is like super, super, super clean. And that's what you need to do before you do this type of peel. If you have oily skin, you really, really need to get it clean if you want the peel to be really effective. So this is my peel right here. It's from Platinum Skincare, and this I have diluted to a 60% glycolic peel. Okay, so here's the instructions. I'll just tell you briefly what it says on here. It says thoroughly cleanse all areas that you're going to be peeling with, and gently wipe Prep A on all areas to be treated. It's their prep solution. If you don't have that, you can use 90% alcohol. You guys, I did not do that at this time. Honestly, I don't want that deep of a peel because this is already going to be quite strong at 60%. But generally speaking, and especially if you don't have really sensitive skin and if you have more oily skin, it's totally fine to use alcohol prior to a peel, and it will make it much more effective and more even. But like I said, I didn't want to do that because this is already pretty high strength for me. And so I'm going to apply it and then leave it on for a few minutes and then wash it off. Now, normally you are supposed to use a neutralizer with this type of peel, but it does say on here you can also rinse it well for 2 to 3 minutes with cool water. Just make sure that you remove all the acid from your skin. For me, I always use this Kirk's coconut oil soap and really, really wash everything off thoroughly. And I do rinse my face a lot to make sure everything's off, and then I'm good to go. So here's the peel right here. I'm going to apply it for you guys. So I put some of it on the gauze. It's normal if it tingles and feels kind of like almost itchy, but if it burns very severely, it's probably too strong, and you can wash it off and your skin will probably still feel pretty amazing and really smooth, even if you have to wash it off really early. I think I'm out, you guys. I was gonna do my neck also, but I'll just try to bring it down, whatever's on the peel. On the gauze. So that's it. I mean, it's really simple. I unfortunately ran out, so otherwise I would have went a bit heavier with how much I was applying. It's tingling a lot. Like I said, it's not burning, but it is such a weird feeling, you guys, and you would understand if you did it. It feels like it itches in a very weirdly uncomfortable way, where it's kind of like, gosh, I wish I could compare it to something. It just doesn't feel right. It feels kind of weird. So stuff is definitely happening in the skin, and I'm gonna leave this on for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go wash it off, and then I will come right back here. So I just washed my face, and I made sure everything was off of my skin. And like I said, these types of things give you a little bit of instant gratification and then long-term results, because right now, just so you know, some people will continue to feel tingling and feel some weird sensation on their face after washing it off, and it may last a little while, maybe like 30 minutes or something, but it's going to go away and calm down. but overall my skin feels unbelievably smooth. It just, I cannot put it into words. If anybody felt my skin, they would not believe how smooth it is, like a child's skin, just baby skin. So after doing something like that, my skin surprisingly feels a little bit dry, like it could really use some moisture right now. So I just want to use the best ingredients possible after doing something like this, because things really do soak in to your skin after doing this. So I have this avocado oil here, and this is absolutely incredible for dry skin, but I personally don't recommend just putting it on by itself unless you're okay with having such a shiny face. I use this, but I mix it with something else. And like I said, because your skin and your pores and just everything is so open after doing something like that, just use something with good ingredients. And for me, I forgot this, it's upstairs, but I have a little hyaluronic acid that is a very pure product, and I will put links to that down below. So I'm gonna mix a little of that into my hand with some of this, and I'm gonna apply it to my face off camera once I go back upstairs. The last thing I want to say is, if you do any type of treatments, you probably know what I'm going to say. Afterwards, you know, the days following, you should probably be doing this anyway, but I'm not here to lecture you. Or my son, I have to tell him all the time, and he never wears sunblock or sunscreen. But basically, if you want to have great results and you want them to last, you have to wear sunscreen and take care of your skin and stay covered, or wear a hat or something. I know the sun is important and we need it, but in particular, after you do these types of things to your skin, you got to be really careful. And so sunscreen is the way to go. This currently is my favorite sunscreen that I'm using. If my skin is irritated and I need even more moisture, I use the Coats SPF 40 Sensitive Skin Mineral Sunscreen. So that one is incredible also. This one, if my skin isn't as dry, I will go with this one. I really like this formula, and this is the Biossance SPF what is it? SPF something. SPF 30, sorry. Sunscreen. This one's really great too. They're both really great for dry skin. And that is it for this video. If you have any questions, please let me know down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.